Welcome to JWL Sports, where we review all the best sports clips from around the world. If this is your first time checking out a video, please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I would absolutely love to see you part of it. We're watching a clip of First Things First, talking about Joel Embiid's return and how dangerous are the 76ers with Joel Embiid. My answer is very dangerous, and I am so excited for him to be back. He's going to be fully healthy, 100% healthy, fully rested, and he is going to be ready to go come time playoff, and he is going to be an absolute monster. Mark my words, a monster. So let's take a listen to see what they have to say, and then we'll break it down from there.
Back or almost back, it's Joel Embiid. Reports are that the reigning MVP could be back for tomorrow's game against the Thunder in Philly. He's been out since late January with a knee injury. Brew, how dangerous is Philly if Joel returns?
Dangerous. Look, there'll be three questions. And maybe they'd work through these in the 7 games he may play at the end of the regular season. What is there a minutes restriction? How's his stamina? And then thirdly, what is Joel going to be as great in the playoffs as he's been in the regular season? He was playing better than Jokic, even when he got hurt. I mean, they were 26-8 with him. That's like a 62-win pace, I believe. And so they were playing great basketball. But we look at his numbers, regular season versus playoffs.
Oh, God.
Rebounds is fine.
Enough of this.
Scoring, field goal percentage, three-point goal.
It drops a lot because he was, one, really young, so that happens with lots of people. He's had a bootleg team, okay, with people that are absolute scrubs. Ben Simmons, he had like a half a season with Jimmy Butler, the only time that he truly had a dog. He had an old James Harden, wow, and the dude has been injured, which is just bad luck, okay? He tore his meniscus during the playoffs. He got a concussion in the playoffs. He broke his face, his orbital fracture, and yet he still continued to play. So it's actually quite amazing that during all of these injuries and never being 100% healthy, he still was able to even remotely put up those numbers. But instead, they want to just keep acting like he's just choking and all this type of stuff. I wanted to just let this clip play first, and then I was going to talk, but I am just so sick of this narrative because it's not accurate. It's not accurate. It's nonsense. BS. Now let's listen.
Go way down. And I tend to think it may be because he's always banged up in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Even if he plays, there'll be a game or two here or there that he has to sit out, or he plays, but he's only 80%. And that's where this year could really help. Now, if he comes out this year and looks good in these last few regular season games, and then in the playoffs his numbers drop off like that, then you know, okay, maybe it's not quite James Harden, but there's something like that going on. But I think, look, outside of Boston, now if they're the 8th seed, then they probably face Boston. I don't see them beating Boston. But outside of Boston and this team, because they play so hard, Miami, I think they have a shot.
You don't think they'd have a shot against Miami?
No, I think they'd have a shot against Miami, but I'm saying that'd be a tough one for them to win because of the way Miami's played, just the grit. Boston, I think, would beat them. After that, I'm not saying I'd pick them over Milwaukee, but I'd give them a good shot against Milwaukee and anybody else, obviously.
Last 3 series for Embiid, he's played 13 games, but he's missed 4 games. He missed the first 2 in Miami, then he rested that closeout against the Nets. Remember, we were like, that was smart, which you know is a problem. We're like, hey, it's good to rest when you're resting within the playoffs. And then
he rests because he tore his meniscus.
LeBron, of course, has never missed a playoff game. So you see sort of like the dichotomy in the A block of like, all right, LeBron's never missed, still going strong at 39. Embiid kind of needs legitimate load management, and we think this is going to might be good for him.
Right, the glass half full idea is that he got the injury, I don't want to say got the injury out of the way, but is going to be fresher for this postseason than before. The glass half empty is this is 2 drastically different teams, and we can the fact that the Sixers have fallen as far and as fast as they've fallen, if we can show you them with and without Embiid, I mean, that win percentage, like Bruce said,
it just shows that he's the MVP.
Boston's heels.
That's
and
what that
without
shows.
them, they're the Raptors, which I know I pitched this in the meeting, and you guys said you didn't want to do it. I'm doing it anyway. This is why, if they are the 8th seed, the Celtics shouldn't have to play them. This is why that the number 1 seed, can you imagine if you get the 1 seed, you're Boston, you get Philly, and you're Denver, and you're the 1 seed, and you have sitting there at the 6th line are the Sacramento Kings with no Malik Monk, Or it's like, hey, by the way, congrats, guys, here's the Suns. They've beaten you twice in a row. They've got Durant and Booker. That's your prize for being the 1 seed. Of course, the top seed should be able to pick their playoff opponent. If you're Philly, though, you don't want to play Boston round 1, obviously. I agree with you guys that they are super dangerous. They would be to me, similar to the Lakers last year, where they're a 7 seed in name only. And for the Lakers, it was because they remade the team on the fly at the deadline. For the Sixers, it would be, we were going to have one of the 2 or 3 best records in the sport. Our guy went down, but now he's back. And so, yeah, I mean, they would be, to me, the 3rd most dangerous team in the East. But if they stay in the play-in, one of those 2 teams ahead of them is going to have to play them in round 1. And so that would be a huge bummer for either the Celtics or Boston.
It's a good idea. It will never happen, but it's a good idea.
Really?
For the Celtics or Boston?
You don't think? Can I just pitch
this
it real quick?
I mean, you would say last year it could come into play, but maybe that's what I don't know. I just think you play who you play.
Right, but
I'm old school.
I understand, but in the old school, can I just tell you something real quick, Brew? In the old school, guys, everybody played almost 80 or 82 games. There was no ducking opponents. There was no right. But now that does exist, you have to do things to mitigate it. What we don't want is teams being like, we could be the 1 seed, but it's better for us as, you know, a top seed to lose games at the end of the year, so we then drop in the seedings.
You know what Joe Mazzulla would do?
I don't know. Try to block Embiid's shot? I don't know what he would do.
He would just say, we want Philly.
No, I mean, Mazzulla would probably be like, give us the Bucks round 1. We'll take it and give us Denver. Yeah, Mazzulla's out of his mind. Thanks for watching.
You know, I actually don't know if if playing the Celtics first round is so bad, because Embiid's going to have these next 7 games, which by then he should be in pretty good game shape. And he's going to be his healthiest and freshest. You know, the risk of him getting banged up, right? The more games you play, the greater the risk that you're eventually going to get banged up. So this would probably be, you know, the best situation that he could potentially be in. But I don't know. You know, on the other side, it would be nice for them to play like, you know, Cleveland first, right? You know, just kind of get in the flow. I'd have to see how good the Sixers play with Embiid in those like final 7 games, because if they're still truly like balling out and playing legit, right, and Embiid didn't skip a beat, then I don't care if they bring the Celtics first round, because bring them on, let's go. You know, like let's do it. And to Nick's whole point is that would be bad for the Celtics. You know, he's literally saying like that shouldn't even be fair. So bring it on. So I'm really excited. I really, really hope Embiid can just truly be healthy, because a lot of you guys in the comments are telling me that Embiid's a bum and this and that, and it's just, y'all are crazy. He is for real. Okay, he is a monster, and even those stats right there prove that he was the true MVP. Okay? Then he got injured. He was putting up historic numbers that we've never even seen Wilt Chamberlain do. Okay? So, pretty remarkable stuff. I'm just hoping that he's, you know, back to himself, being healthy, and I'm really, really, really excited. This is when basketball starts to finally get truly exciting. We're in the last, you know, 5 games or so leading into the play-in tournament, and then, which I actually think is also pretty fun, you know, fair game on the NBA for making that move, and then going into, you know, obviously, of course, the true, you know, 7-game series playoffs. So I'm really excited, and I cannot wait. But those are just my thoughts. I would absolutely love to hear yours. How dangerous do you think the 76ers are with Joel Embiid? Let me know in the comments below. And as I said before, please don't forget to subscribe. We are building an amazing community here, and I truly, truly, truly would love to see you part of it. We are building something that is really, really awesome. Something that we all genuinely feel connected to and that we're excited to be part of. And I think it's going really well, and I want to see this grow, because I think it's something that's turning into something truly special. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much, and see you next time.